Good morning, everybody. It is your Monday morning mojo. I hope you're awake, or that last little note probably just part your hair. Mojo. That's right. I am a little off point this morning, dragging just a little bit, but oh man, I'm hyper and fired up, so prepare thyselves. Listening to our epic soundtrack music for your day from Auntie Marticana, the official epic soundtrack composer of the Tiny House of Rock. Welcome to your morning mojo. And we get this going right here. Got to get all of our branding going. Got to get all the good stuff like that. There we go. There we go. Come on, get your butt on here and here. There's no telling what's finna happen. You just can't ever tell. You can't ever tell. Hey guys, I'm Trey. I am your Monday morning quarterback here. It is your Monday morning mojo. And your little shot of espresso, your little shot of positive energy, your little pot of something to get your week started off right. Don't forget whatever's going on in your world, whatever's going on right there around you. Listen, you got everything that you need in you, not only to survive, but to thrive. We have been created with a spirit of faith, not of fear. Therefore, we go marching into this crazy dark world. We go marching forward, carrying the light into battle. I know it's Monday. It is, and I'm sorry if it's too early for this kind of enthusiasm, but well, if you're new, this is pretty much what you got. If you've come back, don't act like you didn't know this is coming. Anyway, it is Monday morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a spectacular weekend around here at the Tiny House of Rock. I was about to say, so many great things going on. There's not a lot going on, but it was a good weekend. A good weekend. Lots of little victories, you know what I mean? Lots of little victories. Nothing huge, but just sometimes you just got to get your little wins. For example, my dining room is back to looking like a dining room and not looking like Tony Stark's laboratory with electronic stuff laying all over the place. I was able to repair the flight cases that American Airlines destroyed. I was able to actually repair them. Actually, I made them better than they were before, so that's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, so like there's a small victory. Like I said, take them where you can. So the first floor of the Tiny House of Rock is the cleanest it's been in a while. It's little things like that. And yes, I know it's a Tiny House of Rock. How hard could it be to keep up? Have you seen that I live with 2 dogs? I'm just going to leave that there. It is always a fur-o-rama. All right, let's see what you guys got to say. Let's see what you guys got to say before I tell you what I got to say. Good morning, Miss Lynn. Hello, Sue. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Rhonda. Jolinda. Hi, Yaya. Marcus Lee. Brandon. What's up, my brother? Michael Curtis. Good morning. Vonda. Good morning from South Africa. Hey, Bruce. Bruce Cleek in the house. Hello, Miss Francis. Hello, Miss Christy. What up, girl? All right, then. So here's your Monday morning mojo. I have been thinking this weekend, one of the things that I have been thinking a lot about is understanding. Well, okay, so this is something that's probably going to end up in a. This might be a part of a multi-portion lunch and learn or personal development session I'll be developing. Anyway, as I get out into the speaking circuit at some point. Anyway, here's the thing I think that a lot of us need to understand, and I don't know that a lot of us do. And when I tell you this, as always, I don't have it completely figured out, but I'm getting there, right? Please understand, when I get all preachy, it's only because I'm trying to figure this out too, okay? One of the things I've said over in my Gigawatts group is that I'm on this journey. Come join me. Not, look, haha, I have arrived. Come to the top of the mountain with me. No. In fact, anybody that I feel like has talked to me like that, I'm probably going to ignore most of the time. Anyway, but here is one of the things I think that okay, hang on a second. This is driving me nuts. I don't know what has happened, but whatever. Hey, so do you know what your why is? Your why. W to the H to the why. Do you know what it is? It's interesting because it's basically it's your purpose. And I have you ever heard somebody say something, or maybe you've read something and it's like, I knew I know exactly what they're talking about, and I understand it, but I've never heard it put that way. Sometimes that's it. Sometimes I think that somebody can say something in a new way, and it'll make an old concept kind of stick finally. So several years ago, I should actually, I'm going to do this. I don't normally do this. Oops, hang on. I can't do that. I was about to accidentally leave the broadcast. That would have been terrible. I'm going to post something, y'all, in the chat. Let's see if this will work. There we go. All right. So I just posted. It looks like it's in the chat on YouTube, not on Facebook. How do I make this thing post both places? How do I? Oh, here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on a second. All destined. Okay. I don't know. If you're on Facebook, let me know if you can see the little link I just posted. God, I spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to post a link. Anyway, here's the deal. All right. Hey, what's up, Timmy? All right, so here's the deal. There's a guy named Simon Sinek, and he pops up from time to time, probably in your Facebook feed, because he's one of these forward thinker, TED Talk kind of guys. And it's fun listening to him talk because he's so Canadian. I mean, I'm talking like he knows what he's talking about. Hockey's about the best game ever invented, eh? But anyway, so besides the fact that he is like irretrievably Canadian, he's also really, really smart, and he's very much a thought leader, which is one of those kind of phrases I don't know that I really like, but he is. But there's a little section of his TED Talk that I just posted, and he's talking about how great companies. It's interesting because it says how great leaders inspire action, but he ends up talking about how companies, what sets certain companies apart. And as you're watching this, here's the thing: the whole time I was watching this, I wasn't thinking about how companies, like how they explain, their why to people. I was thinking about us as people. The concept of this little short video is, and I bought the book, and it is a terrific book, and it seems like it would be a business book, but it's a life book in all seriousness. And basically, the concept is this: you start with why. Everything starts with why. There's a target. Okay, there's 3 circles. The middle circle says why. The next outside circle says how. The very, very outside one says what. And at the end of the day, the concept is, if you're a company, for example, people don't buy what you do; they buy why you do it. Which is why Apple is so successful, which is why Southwest is so successful. If you think about it, they have cultures that that they are, Apple's concept is you go inside out. Why? We believe in challenging the status quo. How they do that? We build computers and other items that are easy to use and fun and innovative. And the last thing is, what do? We sell computers and it's that kind of thing. That's like the last thing. Anyway, but as people, I don't know that we understand why we do what we do. And once you understand that, Joe Linda said, amen. I got you, girl. Once you understand that, there is an amazing amount. This is what the charging station is all about. This is why I changed the name of everything, is that I finally understand my why. And it happened a few months ago, and it's changed everything I'm doing. And though it's like trying to turn the Titanic, getting my life into a different trajectory, there is such clarity in understanding who it is God made you to be. If you don't believe in God, fine. You have to understand that you're unique, right? I happen to think that we were all fearfully and wonderfully made and to be unique. But even if you're not a spiritual person, hey, that's okay. You do understand the concept that you're unique. You're wired unlike anybody else. There may be some similarities, but you're the best you there is. And when you finally understand and you plug into your why, there is your unlimited power supply. There is your clarity. There is everything you need to motivate yourself to do things when you understand why you're here. I finally, after years of tap dancing around all these different things, I finally understood that my why, I was put here, and it has been evident from the time I was a little kid. I talked to my father about this. I was put here on this earth to encourage and to teach and to coach people, just to be that person to just help people around me. I'm a helper. When I did what's the new thing? It's not the Myers-Briggs. On the Myers-Briggs, I'm an ENFP. On the disc, I'm a very, very high I. What's the other personality? Oh, Enneagram. On that Enneagram thing, I'm a 2, helper. I'm a 2, but I look like a 7, which is like the entertainer. I'm very entertaining, but at my core, I'm a helper. I understand my why. It opens things up when you start to understand this. And guys, this is why, for example, for 27 years, for the most part, I have been in one miserable corporate job after the other, making tons of money. My jobs haven't been bad. They haven't been bad, but it's like sooner or later I reach a point where I'm like, God, why am I doing this again? Right? It's because I've been playing out of position. For so many years, I chased dollars instead of looking for something that fit with the way that I'm lined up. I didn't truly understand my why, and so I figured I can just go do anything. Now, let me stop right there. Some of you guys, and this is something that there's a whole other concept here. I don't know, how many of you guys, by show of hands, how many of you guys, for example, are like, I can go punch the clock doing whatever I want for 40 hours and I'm fine? Or how many of you guys are like me? It's like, if I'm going to spend 40 hours doing something, it has to have some type of, it's got to mean a little something more, right? I think there's two types of people. My brother-in-law is a perfect example. He's one of the smartest people I know, and what he does, he's really, really good at. But I mean, I'm telling you, he doesn't necessarily like his job or not like his job, but he's one of these guys who's like, yeah, that's what I do. 40 hours a week. I plug in, I do what I'm supposed to do, I unplug, I'm gone. I can't do that. My why is very important. So that's why I'm on this sort of, that's why I've kind of changed around the whole social media thing, and that's the direction that I'm headed. So my challenge for you guys is, and watch this little video. I think it's 20 minutes long. First of all, it's incredibly entertaining and it's educational. But every time you hear Simon start talking about companies, think about yourself. What's your why? And then you'll start to understand why your relationships with other people, and it's the same thing. You're always selling yourself. I don't know if you've thought about that before. We're all in sales. And sometimes we're even having to sell ourselves on our ability to do things. And yes, I know I don't really particularly like sales. I've gotten really good at it over the years. But I guess what I'm saying is that people will buy you, not because of what you do, but why you do it. And if you start to understand your why, it's going to give you unlimited energy to get into, to take your career, to take your personal life in places that you haven't been before. And that's really that's going to be the drum I'm beating this week is why. Watch that thing. And every time Simon says company, think me. Who am I? Why do I do what it is that I do? And it will absolutely start opening things up and your vision up in a whole different way. I think it gives you the power, for example, to say no to things that you would otherwise maybe have said yes to, and it may give you the power to understand that you can say yes to some things you wouldn't have necessarily thought you could say yes to. And this is a deep concept that goes into many, many facets of our lives. I've been on the soapbox for 15, 20 minutes and nobody's told me to shut up. Sorry about that. All right. Bruce, the link is in the chat going up further up in there. It's in the chat someplace above. Over there someplace. Anyway, who else have I missed here? What's up? I want to make sure I say hey to everybody. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I think everybody who is somebody has done said something this morning. So there we go. I will, let me do this again. I'm going to post the link one more time. All right. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's trying to post. There we go. All right. It should be in both places now. Anyway, so there you go. Start with why. That's what we're working on this week. Love you guys. Thank you for joining this Monday morning. Hey, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Listen, we got a lot of week to go, but hey, guess what's on the end of this week? Way over there at the end of this week, there's a 3-day weekend for most of us. So yeah, Memorial Day is coming, y'all. Love it. All right, I'm going to pray us out of here. Everybody, let's get out here and have a good day. God, I thank you so much for our time this morning. Thank you for oh my gosh, just thank you for this opportunity for us to all get together. And Lord, I thank you so much that every one of us is created to be the most perfect version of us that you see. You created us with everything we need. Lord, help us just slow down for a minute, take a deep breath, and help us understand our why, our purpose. Help us understand what it is or why it is that we do things the way that we do. Lord, help us all find that. Lord, I thank you that you made each of us different. And I thank you so much for the spirit that you put in all of us of brotherhood, fellowship, and love. And that in these dark times that we can lean on each other when it seems like so many things around us are just so far beyond our control. Lord, help us keep each other pumped up Help us keep each other energized in a positive way, Lord. And most of all, help us all just get through each day with an attitude of victory instead of defeat. Lord, keep us all safe this week. Lord, I ask you to pour out healing where healing is needed, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Lord, I thank you for this time. Spread this throughout the interwebs. Somebody needs to hear it, Lord, I'm sure. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, there we go. All right, happy Monday, people. Get out of here. Oh, wait, I forgot. I was going to try to do, I had another song picked out. Hang on. This is it. Hang on, I think. There you go. There is your Monday. There's your Monday. Go get it. Go get it music, all right? You guys get out of here. Everybody have a great day. Go out there and love on somebody. And remember, start with why. All right. Love you guys. Peace.